Hello, everybody, and welcome to Magical Witchy World TV. I am Star Ravenhawk.
Rhonda Allen. Welcome this week.
Yes, and back to the show tonight.
And
And we have a wonderful guest to look forward to tonight. So let's play our clip on an Antoine Poncelet.
here we go.
All right, welcome, Antoine.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, Antoine. We are so excited to have you with us tonight. I'm going to flip this screen over so we
Okay.
have you.
Right.
Yay,
Yes,
on the big screen. On the big screen.
yes.
So
And
welcome and,
yes. And what we are
and
doing
thank you
is
for joining
because
us.
we have Witches Fest coming up soon, Antoine Poncelet Band is one of the bands for Witches Fest on July 6th. So we're spotlighting them tonight. And we would love to have Rhonda introduce him as their bio on them.
Absolutely. So, first of all, as we like to do, we like to introduce all of our guests to anyone and everyone who's watching. So, a little bit about you and the band. The Antoine Poncelet Band is a gothic tinged theatrical hard rock band from northern New Jersey with influences ranging from David Bowie and Alice Cooper to The Cult and The Cure, with songs that range from the spiritual to mystical and human experience in these troubled times. So,
All
thank
right.
you again for joining us tonight and excited to see
Ah,
you at Witches
thank you
Fest
so much.
coming up.
So excited to be here and
Yeah.
very excited for Witches Fest.
Yeah.
Right
So
on.
what we wanted to let everyone know, this is their first year with us. So we wanted to kind of find out, how did you hear of Witches Fest?
Well, let's see. Just having several friends in the community in the tri-state area, I was told about it 2 years ago and visited last year because a friend of mine, their band Wolf Speak, performed, and
Ah,
it was
yes.
such an amazing experience to see them and be around everybody. I think the day after I started emailing Star and haven't stopped really since.
Right on.
We gotta play.
Yeah. We
Oh,
do
that is
have
so
people who do that. It's like they're very persistent, and I'm like, okay, we promise we're gonna make sure, next
Right.
year.
Yes, that is awesome. Awesome, and persistence does pay. So thank you
Yes,
for
it does.
persistent.
It does.
So we heard a little bit about your style of music, some of the things that your band is, I'm going to say tinged with, as you say, tinged with. Tell us a bit more about your music and the type of music you all perform.
Mhm. Well, yeah, I mean, like I said, we're definitely tinged by a lot, and that's because I think everyone in the band is really coming from almost a different, genre. Uh,
Mhm.
the original intention of the band was, in a sort of non-egotistical way, spotlight myself and the songs that I've been working on and writing my whole life. I've always, performed in different bands, but was never truly the front man, if you will. And
Okay.
there was always things I was working on and never finished. So during COVID, my old band parted ways, and I was like, well, it's kind of time, to really manifest who you want to be here, and put the things that I'm interested in, the songs that have made me who I am my whole life, and kind of, you know, give them a little of the spotlight. So I searched for kind of different musicians that were in the area that I was fans of and friends with that could definitely play different styles and were liking different things versus just having one goal, because, I not only is my taste never been just one genre, like I could never say I just love punk or something, where a lot of people, can just
Right.
go, gung ho down that path, or, but just because of these so many influences, I really wanted to put it all in this pot together and, make something new out of this hold. So, and again, it's kind of bringing, our practice into a musical setting. You're bringing so many different elements to create something new, like I said, and make some kind of change that wasn't there before.
Right. That's awesome.
So when you talk about, you mentioned, we've already mentioned influenced by David Bowie, The Cult, The Cure, etc.
Right.
And when you talk about the music that you create, so
Mhm.
that type of music, it's a blend of everything. It's a blend of
Right.
all of that, the music that you write.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's so hard to really categorize.
Yeah.
I think, from now having played with the band for several years, they've made, the songs that I've written their own, and, really put their flavor, and it's,
Nice.
now, they're
That's
also
great,
writing
though.
songs. Oh yeah, and it's amazing. So, but I think,
That's awesome.
at the core, again, it's this very, hard rock, a la, like that early 70s feel, but you
Excellent.
have like this 80s kind of goth element to it. Very organic stuff. Nothing very, we're not like a computerized or synth driven band like that.
Right.
Gotcha.
Good. That's
Right
good.
on.
Sounds like old school.
We really just want to have that old analog feel, so it's,
I love it.
it's for this generation that loves their, used records and,
That's awesome. Okay. So I'm going to kind of ask you from another section. How does it your spiritual path affect your music?
Right. Yeah, exactly. I think, well, I'm very, some might say pretentious.
Hey,
Some might argue
dug
otherwise.
it.
No, I take very, very great care in, crafting what I say in the songs. So, I mean, the music is one thing to me. Like I said, it's, that's a ritual unto itself. You're making magic with a group of different people, who are putting their, spirit and calling into all this stuff into, creating one energy. But to me, again, all these songs, they have a surface level, but kind of going back to the origin of the word spell, it's like crafting, and making magic through, words. And, how are we going to string this sentence together? What can that emotion invoke in somebody else? And what, can I not necessarily make you do, but make you feel,
Right.
And, how does that, again, connect us together?
Fabulous.
And I used to connect to a higher power, higher guide, anything like that. Like a lot of people, I don't know, I'm a solitary practitioner, so I'm not really, band is it's
Isn't that what most of us are? We pretty much are all solitary practitioners. That's the way I see it.
Especially since COVID.
Yes, especially since COVID.
But yeah, like I said, that was always like my arena, so as much as the music aspect of the band is, what do you want to call it? A conglomeration in, collaboration. To me, like I said, this is just, my, channeling and like bringing over, these energies into something else is what I do through the writing. So there's always deeper. I mean, if you look at stuff, they're not your typical, angsty songs. Like, I'm not political. There's no really government stuff there, but there's a lot of like myths and legends and, talking, to the different spirits we were in contact with, a lot of, stuff about ancestors who, how we've come into a line and where we are today. Kind of,
so that's fabulous. That's fabulous.
That's wonderful, though. That's good.
No, that's awesome.
Try to be a little different.
Yeah. So, well, we know you are a band, and you've mentioned, the other band members. You guys have been together. You all have been together for a while now, some years now. Can you introduce us or give us a rundown of who your lineup is right now? Who's playing what? Yeah, that would be great.
On guitar, we have Peter Quilla, and he was in several bands, very, pretty big in New Jersey. There was the Dark Marbles and Vigilante Cowboys. They had a couple records out. And yeah, I was a fan of theirs. Had seen them a couple times, and and they were a very punkish band, but he stood out because he has this, like I said, almost Guitar Hero sound. Like he was, he's Eric Clapton kind of, guy. You're like, oh wow. So to me, he's and I can't, like I said, I wrote most of this stuff, but I'm a wonky musician, so I couldn't play this. Like that's why I needed these people who I'm introducing to really, like I said, give it life. Right. So we have Peter on guitar. Then on bass is Mark McClemens, who is currently in this band called the Porch Rockers, and he is drummer in the Porch Rockers. It became our drummer after we lost our original one, and that is Eddie Enzyme, and he's actually, I could talk about this man for like 5 hours. Yeah, he's got a really big history in New Jersey. He grew up friends with like Danzig and the Misfits, and he's god. Been in different, and his punk bands, they've been up in posters and CBGBs. So,
CBGB I recognize. Okay, I'm sorry. That's where all the bands come from.
Exactly. So, and we just recently got a new keyboard player, so reveal him soon. But yeah, right now he's my little man in the shadows.
Okay, right on. But will he be at Witches Fest? Will he be part of the lineup at Witches Fest or after? We just need to know.
Very possible.
Okay, we'll hold that soon.
Okay.
Excellent. Right on. Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about any new releases that you guys may have of your music.
Okay. Well, let's see. After we were together for about a year, we ended up going to the studio and starting recordings, and we've been kind of going back and finishing songs piecemeal every couple months. And that has sort of been my overlying plan is, again, kind of hearkening back to the older days of rock and roll when people were just kind of putting out singles and not necessarily, an album and an EP here and there, just to kind of, and it's a different market today. So I was like, well, social media, kind of what's people are placing value on. Here's a song every couple months, like, get a taste for this band. So we've been doing that for the past year. We've now had about 4 or 5 singles out, and we just had one earlier this month, and our real music video done by gentleman Brian Jude, who I think he's done videos for like They Might Be Giants, something crazy. So
nice.
Yeah, we had a big premiere party at QXT's.
The OQs, yes.
They're celebrating their 33rd anniversary. So,
I'm very familiar with that spot.
I know, yeah. I think I've been going but yeah, so then I think we have another single coming out maybe by the end of the summer. And we are going back into the studio to record and do all the stuff again. So hopefully
fabulous.
Yeah, but I think this time we'll probably split it, like, to do a couple singles, then have an album out. Do something
fabulous. That's awesome. Congratulations on all that work.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, and there's a lot of oldies coming out these days with, people, they're all doing like, what's her name? Sydney Lauper, I believe, is doing Girls Just Want to Have Fun farewell tour and all the different things. Everybody's coming back and doing something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's it. Cool. Yeah.
That's it.
Pay the rent, right?
Gotta pay the rent. Right. Well, speaking of shows, that we know you're going to be at Witches Fest. What other events do you guys have coming up? What's coming up? What's in the pipeline?
Well, later in July, we have a show with New York's Black Rose Burning. Actually,
that's nice.
Yeah, they're awesome. And so that'll be July 20th at Dingbats in Clifton.
Nice.
And then I think maybe in September, I think we're back at QXT's first show there.
Excellent. Right on.
And then in the meantime, just working on, like I said, getting our keyboard player up to par and speed.
Right.
New stuff. And
awesome. So then maybe you can bring your list of all your upcoming events and where they are with you when you come to Witches Fest.
I will be bringing.
Awesome. Yeah. Okay. So how can people purchase your music?
Okay. Well, we're streaming everywhere, so
Fabulous.
check us out on Spotify. So we can get on playlists and noticed. But
Right on.
up right now, either just come to the shows or on Bandcamp. There's the
Fabulous.
and.bandcamp.com. The singles are on there. We have some exclusive remixes, because we want to make people dance too.
Right on.
Right. And it's fun to explore a different side of the songs.
Okay, that sounds great.
Excellent. So, where are the best places for people to find you? If they wanted to find you guys, where do they go? What do you have, socials and all that good stuff?
Oh, well, besides scrying,
Besides scrying, yes, yes,
here I'll be there. No,
Old school. That's old school.
yeah, that's old school. That's real old school.
Yeah, no, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. We're having a lot of fun on there. We show a lot of
Right on.
clips from the songs. Right now, I think this past week we've been doing a lot of behind the scenes of that video I was telling you about.
Yes,
That's awesome.
awesome. Oh man,
All right. That sounds great. Well, thank you so much for being on the show tonight.
yes,
Thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure.
We
And we
really
will see
appreciate
you
it.
at Witches Fest on July 6th. Thank you
Excellent.
so much.
Thank you, and we can't wait to play.
Yes,
I know. It's so
thank you.
excited. I can't wait to hear you guys.
Definitely.
And don't forget, I think you guys will be selling your items, right? Your music and everything else there. So don't forget, they're going to be doing that as well. So come out there if you like their music and be able to buy up their things that they have. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So,
Thank
Thank you, Antoine, for joining us. And now
Bye.
a word from our sponsors.
Yay. All right, everyone, we're back with our astrology. And last week we began with Aries, Taurus, and Gemini. So tonight we'll begin with Cancer. All right. And this is all for the horoscope of June, which brings the most social and mentally stimulating energy in the entire 2024. So we'll beginning with Cancer. And the monthly affirmation for Cancer is I accept things as they are rather than how I wish they were. That's pretty profound. It sounds simple, but it's very, very profound. And I'm going to repeat that. I accept things as they are rather than how I wish they were. Kind of reminds me of when I say I meet people where they are. I don't bother looking to go up or down. I just meet them wherever they are because that's just reality. So I think that's awesome. So rest up now, Cancerians, because while the month may start off slow, your horoscope for June 2024 is about to pick up speed. The sun spends Gemini season in your restorative 12th house, which encourages you to set some extra time aside for recharging your spiritual batteries. So tune into whatever symbols or synchronicities the universe is trying to send you this week, especially once mental planet Mercury entered Gemini on June 3rd, because your intuition will be especially powerful. And the new moon on June 6th that we just had, again, all of that is the perfect time to focus on tapping in and going forward with all of that amazing intuition. And don't forget, the June 6th new moon plays its effect out all the way till the 14th. So there's a lot of time that you can take with that. Start jotting down your dreams or plan a witchy solo ritual to get in touch with yourself before the summer solstice comes around. You might find that a meaningful breakthrough comes around during the Mercury Kazumi on June 14th, which is interesting that it goes for the 14 days. Keep an open mind and heart. And June 17 brings a refreshing breeze of energy and awareness into your life, as both chatty Mercury and lover Venus enter your sign, promising new ideas and a pre-birthday glow up. Cancer season starts alongside the summer solstice on June 20th, at which point you'll feel fully ready to shake off your springtime cocoon and have some fun in the sun. The romantic full moon the following day is the perfect time to get out and celebrate with someone close to you as it's rising in your partnership sector. And plan a fun date on that night and look out for any important conversations about leveling up your relationships or taking the next step with someone, that special
That
someone.
sounds exciting for you Cancerians. All right, time for you Leos out there. Leos, your monthly affirmation is I am too big of a gift to this world to not introduce myself. And I will repeat that. Not that the Leos missed it, but let me just say
I
it
know
again.
they are too much.
Not gonna miss this, Leos. I am too big of a gift to this world to not introduce myself.
Big
That's
headed much.
fabulous. I love it. I love it. I love it. I just love it.
You gotta love them.
Rock that. That's it. So these final weeks of spring are full of fun and social energy, and your horoscope for June 2024 wants you to take advantage of every moment of it. Connecting with your crew becomes a priority once chatty Mercury hits your friendship zone. And this that well just happened this past June 3rd. And the gorgeous Venus Kazimi the following day brings loads of harmony to any endeavors related to teamwork or collaboration. So we just went through that energy, but keep pulling it forward. Get out and network because you're guaranteed to charm anyone whose path you cross, especially under that new moon that we just had yesterday, June 6th, which affects all the way through until the 14th. You can make serious headway on work goals starting June 9th as motivated Mars hits your professional sector, giving you the drive and initiative to start carving out the career path you desire. You can make meaningful connections also with important people through the middle of the month, but avoid getting too competitive. So that's a little challenging. Let your light shine instead of resorting to power games. All right. As we approach the summer solstice, you may naturally feel like slowing down and savoring the seasonal sunshine. That's because both Mercury and relationship-oriented Venus enter your sleepy 12th house on June 17th, followed by the Sun on June 20th. You've got lots of goals to slay, which means that self-care is doubly important. Take care of business under the full moon the following day, as you may find some responsibilities are bubbling up to the surface, and you'll have to figure out a solid work life balance. But then let yourself get carried away in Cancer season's gentle waves of emotion and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, that sounds so
Right.
wonderful for you. All right,
Yeah.
Virgo. Your monthly affirmation is I always show up with confidence and professionalism. Again, I always show up with confidence and professionalism. Gemini season is a fabulous time to make new professional connections and otherwise channel some productivity into your career. So you'll want to keep track of the key moments in your horoscope for June 2024. Communication and planning at work gets easier once your logistical cosmic ruler Mercury hits your ambitious 10th house, and the sparkly Venus Casimi the following day can spark new creative ideas or help you to attract more aligned career opportunities. To take a step forward in your professional goals during the new moon on June 6th that just passed yesterday, as your manifestations powers are high and it's a fertile time for planting seeds for your projects, especially since the new moon will affect us all the way through, again, like we've said, to the 14th. On June 14th, your cosmic ruler Mercury aligns with the sun to form a Casimi, bringing a breakthrough moment around your public image. Put your ideas out into the world and speak your truth with confidence because you're definitely catching eyes. However, the summer solstice will shift your priorities onto connecting more deeply with your community and collaborating with others. So spend the latter part of the month, the latter third part of the month, connecting or simply letting off some steam with friends. But
Mm.
it's important not to forget about your passions, and the full moon on June 21st is the perfect time to lean into your self expression and follow your heart. All
Right
right.
on.
Okay. And next week we'll be doing the Libra, Scorpio, and Sagittarius. So for now,
Right on.
tarot time.
Tarot time.
All right. So you're gonna shuffle that
Woo!
deck, and you're gonna pull that
Yes.
one card on what it represents for your sign for this month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Based on the readings that you just had, what was that? It's Cancer, Leo,
Leo
and
and what was it?
Virgo.
Was it Virgo? Oh,
Oh
right.
dear.
Yeah, Virgo. Yes,
Oh my
Cancer,
goodness.
Leo,
I know I forgot
Virgo.
there for a
Yes.
minute.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
we're
ridiculous.
tired. I'm gonna tell you guys
Yes.
honestly, we're bloody exhausted. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
straight up
Just
exhausted.
saying.
But
Yeah.
it's life as it is. It
That's
is what
right.
it is. So, with that in mind, pull the one card and see what it says for you. All right. I'm always pulling on the money. I love it.
Oh my goodness.
That says my goals.
Right on. Goals. I've got the Page of Wands. Again, I'm working with this is Delos Tarot. This is the Page of Wands. So here I am, this aspect of me, this page aspect of me, which is I like to call it the new mind, right? So I have that new mind, open to a lot of things, but it's all
Yeah,
about where I'm putting my passion,
yeah.
picking up and moving forward. I wear this is Amy Zerner. Oh, no, that's not Amy Zerner's, but I do wear Ace of Wands around my neck. I need a lot of fire in my life. That's Amy Zerner's Ace of Wands. I need a lot of fire in my world because I'm a lot of water, and that Page of Wands is kind of where I need to be right now. Really bringing the fire, bringing the passion, bringing the drive, bringing that creative energy into my world because I need to indeed stir the pot. Have to stir the pot right now, and it needs my attention, it needs my energy. So that I can recognize.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And I keep pulling a lot of pentacles recently, and I'm shuffling the
Wow.
I'm shuffling the deck. I don't know why I'm
Mhm.
getting all these pentacles, but
Hey, you're not gonna complain.
I'm not
Excuse me.
complaining. I'm happy with it. So
Excuse me.
this is the King of Pentacles.
Ooh, look at you.
Yeah, sitting on all my knightly wealth or my kingly wealth and everything else.
Mhm.
But he's a slight he's not miserly. I think he's more like he is a hoarder in the sense of like I'm holding on to my nest eggs and everything close to my chest
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
something big is coming, and
Yes,
I
yes.
want to make sure it's right there ready for me to reap the rewards with it because I need it to be close by.
Right
And
on.
I see a lot of that, and I'm like sitting there going, yeah, you're right. The way this world is right now, holding that close to the chest is a good thing right now. I
Yeah,
hope all
that's
of you pull
important.
that card for you and see what it says for you and how it plays out for the month.
Right on.
Okay?
Right on.
All right. So,
So, whoa, we are getting close to Witches Fest. We are
yes.
getting close. Amazing but true.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
well, thank you everyone for joining us this week. Thank you, Antoine Poncelet, for joining
Yes.
us and sharing. And I can't wait to see you come
I know,
Witches
right? They've
Fest.
got me
So
excited about their music.
yes, excited. And
Yeah.
persistence does pay. Happy to hear
Yes. Yes.
you
Yes.
bugged Star to get her
Yes.
to get you
Yes,
on the
and our
on the
next
schedule.
on the 14th, our next guest will be another performer, Michelle Mountain, who is hair
Yes.
spun, and she is a harpist, and I
Yes.
can't wait to have her be with us
Oh
then
my God, that's
as
gonna
well.
be amazing too.
I know, I love the harp. I
Amazing.
can't play it for
Yes.
beans, but I love the harp, and
Yes.
anyone who is so talented with it, I can't wait to look forward to
Oh my
that.
God.
So we have a
Beautiful
lot of
sound.
great performers this year. I mean, we always have great performers. I'm always grateful for all of them. They're always
All of our
wonderful,
performers. Yes.
but it's
Yes.
great to have. We have a lot of new performers this year, so it will be
Yes.
great to bring them all forward for you guys. So
And a huge
Um,
thank you to everybody in the chat. Hello, Rob. Thanks for joining us
yes, thank
again.
you. Yes, thank you, thank you. And we hear a word from our sponsor. Or we already had the sponsor clip, right? Yes, we did.
We already had
All
the
right.
sponsor clip.
So
Yes.
again, thank you all, and we will see you next week on the 14th. So please
Like, subscribe, and share.
yes. We'll see you guys
Absolutely.
next week. Take care.
Have a great weekend, everybody. See you
Yes.
next week.